Hey guys, and welcome back to the YouTube video. In this video, you can see I've actually switched my operating system to Mac. The reason is simply because I wanted to. Uh, Mac is a very good operating system. Decided to switch, and it works very nicely. So from now on, I will be using MacBook. So from now on, like a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing will be Mac OS X specific. You don't need to be like worried if you are using Windows, because I will go through the steps that will be required for you to do the same thing in Windows. But yeah, in this video series, we will be coding Flappy board from scratch in Pygame. And yeah, I've already gone and fixed my pip issue and all of that on my Mac. Alright, so let's just get started. So I'm going to import the module Pygame over here. Also, I will be using VS Code. Yeah, so I've imported Pygame. Now I'm going to be importing time. Then I will import math, and I will also import random. For this tutorial series, there will be nothing like OS X and Windows specific. Whatever I do over here will work in all the operating systems. So if you are using Linux or Mac or Windows, it's okay. So first of all, we need to go ahead and initialize Pygame. So I will just type out pygame.init, and now I will go ahead and make the screen. To do that, we just type out screen is equals to pygame.display set underscore mode. If you want to see some Pygame docs, you can just go away and just search for Pygame docs. Just search for that, and like there are a lot of good docs in Pygame. So have a look at it if you are not like understanding this even than explaining this. So we just specify the width and the height. Now what we do over here, we specify the width and the height over here. So game variables. I would have shown you the complete result, but I will not be able to because it's on my other machine. So width will be 500. Height will be, let's just go 700. For now, we will see. Now I'll set the caption of the screen, so pygame.display.set underscore caption, and I will just name it as Flappy Bird Tutorial. I'm just gonna close my terminal over here so you can have a look at it. Now I will code the main game loop. So main game loop. To do that, we just type out a variable called running and set it equals to true. And now we want to basically run the game while the variable running is true. So while running, we want to search for event. So for event in pygame.event.get, if the event.type is equals to pygame.quit, running equals false. So we simply want to make the variable running as a false value. So I think you understood this. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and now we need to go ahead and update the screen. To do that, we just type out pygame.display.update, and there we go. We made a screen. I'm just gonna make the screen white. So what I will do is define the color white. So as you know, it has to be in a RGB value. So 255, 255, 255. So now we have the color white. Now I will just fill the screen over here. So fill the screen. So we need to fill the screen in a particular color. So screen.fill, and then we pass it a tuple of the color that we want. Now in this case, we have already defined it up top. So that's why. So I will write command S, control S if you are on Windows. So now if I just run this, you can see we get this display saying Flappy Bird Tutorial. Let let me just open up my what do you say, VS Code. Just make this guy a bit smaller. Alright, so we have successfully made the screen. So let's actually go ahead and make the player. So what I will do is make a comment over here, making the player. So then we just type out player is equals to pygame.draw .rect. So we are going to be drawing like a rectangle, but like square, but in Pygame we have to give it a command of rectangle. Then we type out the surface, so the screen, and the color, so red, which we will obviously define up top, and the x, y, and width and height. So player x, comma player y, comma player underscore width, comma player underscore height. So now we can see we need to now define these variables up top. So over here what I will do is I will type out red is equals to 255, 0, 0, and now the player x, player y, so player x. So for right now we are just going to be spawning it in the middle of the screen and kind of in the back side. So the player x will be in the middle, so it will be 250, and the player y will be 350. But actually I'm sorry, the player x will be, let's just spawn it at 50, so at the one edge. So command S and run the file. Seems like there will be an error. Player width is not defined. Forgot to write that. Player underscore width is equal to 30. Player underscore height equals to 30. Alright, there we go. We got the kind of the bird over here. Also, if you are wondering how I can like swap it, most of you would be knowing this. Well, basically we just like take our 3 fingers and we just move it around the background. So now we need to actually move the player. So what I will do is up top over here I will define a player velocity. So player underscore velocity. Now the player velocity will be equal to a specific value. For now we need to make it equal to the gravity. So I'm not going to be making it equal to the mathematical gravity, the gravity that we want. So I'm just going to go 0.6 for now. Actually, you know what, 0.5. And what I will do simply over here is I'll just type out player x plus equals player underscore well. Player velocity, whatever we named it as. So now if I just run this, you can see the board moves forward. Well, I'm sorry, we need to do player y. So now this should probably work. Don't know why I wrote player x. So you can see it's very slow. Because the thing is, in Mac does not allocate speed to like foreign things that are being run. So we need to define it kind of fast. So down to some command S and run it. Kind of 2 is still a bit too much less. So 4. I could not even see that one coming. Okay, so I think 4 is good enough, and yeah. So actually, wait a second, guys. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. All right. So now we actually wanna. I'm just gonna run it once more. All right. I think 4 does the job. You can obviously play around with it. It's not something. So now we need to actually move it. So if event.type equals to pygame dot key down, So if the event dot key is equals to pygame dot k underscore space. So if we are adding the space key, what I want to do is simply make the player velocity instead of plus, I want to make the player velocity minus. So I want to simply make it something like minus 4.5. Command S and let's just run the code. So alright, so you can see if, like every time we are clicking it, so what is happening is like it's just going. Now we need to make it so that once we release the button, the thing will even stop. So I'm just gonna, just a second guys, I think I have some stuff over here. I'm just gonna close them. Just a second guys, get this out. What else do I have? Okay, I think I have gotten rid of everything. Don't know why I started the simulator. Just a second guys, I will get rid of it. Alright, okay, so it's not started, that's good for me. There we go. So we simply, now we need to actually make it so that the player will even fall down. So if the event dot type equals to pygame dot key up, well, I will simply make the player underscore velocity as 4. So I'll run the file now. So now you can see we got a player and we can basically jump, and yeah, it's a pretty good thing. So we have accomplished a good amount. I'm just gonna do one last thing before ending the video. Border checking. So border checking for the, I'm not gonna make this like a long tutorial because I see a lot of times I lose track and like a lot of people like don't like the tutorial series. So if the player x, so if the x coordinate of the player is lesser than 0, well, I'll simply go ahead and set the player x to 0. So that's a pretty simple thing. And one last thing, if the player y is greater than, now in this case the bottommost coordinate will be what do you say, 700. So the bottommost coordinate is 700 and the player's width is 30. So it will be 670 as the player y. So therefore the player y will be set at a value of 670. So I think this should work and we should have a border checking done. Alright, I think something is wrong. Alright, I got it. Gotta make this player y. I don't know why I did that for x. I have absolutely no idea. Command S. On Windows it will obviously be Control S. Mac it is Command S. There we go. So we got the screen working out and it's a very good thing. So you can see this is a very easy game. Like for the coding aspect, it's not something like Tetris, pretty complicated. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be coming up with more pretty soon. Still gotta like get used to using all of this Mac stuff, and I need to set up a lot of things, so that's why you can expect a new video quite soon. Yeah, so I'm also gonna be coming up with a Swift tutorial. Not soon, it will take some time. I myself am learning it, so I'm gonna be coming up with a Swift tutorial. And for the Windows users out there, I will also give you an alternative where you can use Swift on Windows. You won't get that awesome feel, but unless I don't really use the Mac, you can't really use Swift. So that's why just made my brightness a bit low. So yeah, so that's it for today guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another YouTube video.